In this video, we're going to explore gaslighting in the workplace. This is the third video in the gaslighting series. In this video, I will explore what does gaslighting look like in the workplace? Why do gaslighters gaslight? Who tend to be gaslighters? And how gaslighting manifests itself in the workplace. What is the impact on the victims of gaslighting, and how you can address gaslighting in the workplace. As discussed in the first and second video, gaslighting is a form of psychological manipulation where one person, often in a position of power, makes another person doubt their own memories, their sanity, or their perceptions to gain control or dominance. The goal of gaslighting is to gain control over the victim by making them feel dependent and insecure. So why do gaslighters gaslight? Well, there are three main reasons. The first is they may be threatened by their target, by their actual victim. Two, the gaslighter may lack self-confidence in their own abilities. And three, they might have a narcissistic personality. Who can be a gaslighter? Well, virtually anyone can be. It can occur between coworkers, managers and employees, or even those of equal status. How does gaslighting manifest itself in the workplace? What does it look like? The first thing is there's a denial of reality. The gaslighter might deny that they said something or did something that you believe and know that actually happened, some event that occurred. Even, there's evidence to the contrary. A manager, for example, might say to you, I never told you that, when you know they did. Or you're remembering it wrong when you know you're remembering it right. Another way will be questioning your perceptions. You might constantly question your own memory and your judgment or your sanity, making you feel confused or unsure of yourself. So comments like, you're overreacting, or you're too sensitive, can make an employee doubt their own perceptions and feelings. There might be shifting of blame. A manager might consistently blame others for mistakes or failures rather than taking responsibility for their actions, making the employee feel like it's their fault. There might be double standards. A manager might hold others to strict rules while not abiding by them themselves, creating a sense of unfairness and frustration. Another is isolation. A gaslighter often isolates the target by spreading rumors or gossip, or making them feel like they can't trust their own judgment, the judgment of others. Another typical gaslighting move in the workplace is criticizing publicly. So the gaslighter might criticize the victim in public to shame them, blame them, and so forth. They might leave people out of the loop. So the gaslighter might forget to invite someone to key meetings or leave them off of important emails, making them feel excluded or unimportant. Another common gaslighter tactic is to exclude one from opportunities. So a manager might deny an employee opportunities to present their work, to network, or participate in leadership and development programs. Another gaslighter tactic is to undermine behavior. So this can include open criticism, alleging that others have complained when there's no evidence, or spreading rumors to damage one's reputation. Another tactic is moving goalposts. They might change elements of a job description without having a discussion with you, without engaging in discussion or following a change management policy, then later deny that they didn't tell you. Another gaslighter tactic is to create surprises and have last-minute meetings or appointments and not tell you about them to the last minute, making it difficult for you to attend. Gaslighter tactic is knee-jerk dismissals, where they just dismiss you without discussion or following due process. And outright lying. A gaslighter might lie to their victims even when there's evidence to the contrary. Very common tactic of a gaslighter. Let's explore now the effects of gaslighting on the victim. There are many. Gaslighting can lead to the victim having self-doubt and anxiety, questioning what is reality, what is truth, and leading to a lot of depression, anxiety, and self-doubt. This also can lead to reduced productivity and performance because you might be hesitant to speak up, take initiative, and this all can lead to reduced productivity and performance. And loss of trust. The victim may lose trust in their own abilities and in the workplace environment. So how can you address gaslighting in the workplace? Well, there's a couple of things you can do. One is you can document the incidents, keep a record of what's happening. Keep emails if you can, including the dates, times, and specific examples of those gaslighting behaviors. Build your network. One of the common tactics of a gaslighter is to isolate you, so make sure that you keep your relationships tight inside and outside of the workplace so that you have a network of support. Another thing you can do if you feel comfortable is to talk to HR and let HR know what is going on. You can also confront the gaslighter if you feel safe, if you feel that confident enough to do it. A lot of times, the longer you let it go, the less confident you are to actually approach. But if you feel comfortable to do it, be prepared for their denial. You have to decide in advance what is your purpose of confronting the gaslighter. If you're struggling with the effects of gaslighting, depression, anxiety, loss of motivation, self-esteem, consider consulting with a therapist or a counselor who can help you. Be sure to click the like button and click the link to get access to the next video in this series on gaslighting and other psychology topics. The next video on this series is gaslighting online.